You guys, welcome to today's task. For today's task, we are discussing all things sprinklers. Now, this is not a normal sprinkler head. This is what we call an MP rotor. There are tons of different sprinklers. Oh, that one right there. There are rainbirds. There can also be what we call rotary heads that shoot really far, like those, that are just constant stream and slower. They don't hit. Bye, sweetie. There are traditional pop-up heads that most sprinkler systems will have in smaller areas. The other option is a rotary style head. Now, these rotary sprinkler heads are a combination of a small pop-up head and a large scale, like, rotary. they fall under the same name for shooting huge distances for like soccer fields and things like that. And they combine the two. Here is our standard pop-up sprinkler. This is a really short throw. These are kind of what were installed back in the day. Sprinkler pipes weren't buried very far, but nowadays you can get big ones. I have most of mine are 5 or 7 inch, and then you can even get them up to like 18 inches or whatnot, depending on where they sit. But these are just for demonstration purposes. So look at the top of them. This is a typical nozzle. This is a rotary MP nozzle. Now, they both come in different styles because you have different formations, and you have, you know, whether it's a side strip, whether it's a quarter, whether it's a 90, whether it's, I guess that's the same thing, whether it's a 180 or something like that, they can be adjusted, or you just buy specific ones for them. The rotary nozzles are similar. They can be just a specific phase or pattern, or you can adjust them. This nozzle right here shoots 0.95 gallons per hour, which that doesn't seem like a lot of water. But in comparison, this same nozzle, the exact same pattern, the exact same spray, is 0.25 gallons per hour. So that's a huge savings in water. And that's what I really want to talk about, is a way to reduce your water usage. I don't know where you live, but where we live, we're currently in a drought. And so what we're trying to do is water as little as possible, but the watering's got to be efficient so that you're getting the most bang for your buck. My water is culinary water, so it's like paying to run my faucet in my house every time I turn on my sprinkler system. Some places have what they call secondary water, so it's a lot cheaper. It's some places it's even free, it's just not regulated. So you have that option, but I don't. So I really want to make sure what water I'm putting down, it's going down efficiently and not being wasted. And that's where these rotary heads come in. Now here's the big caveat. This is a better sprinkler, and it waters at a better pattern, and it's more efficient and uses less water. The only problem is, to buy that one little head right there is $10, just under $10. To buy this little head right here is $1. So it's literally 10 times the cost. So in my case, I could recoup that. In other cases, you may never recoup that, but you're just doing a better job of being more efficient with your water. So that's something you have to weigh when it comes to these sprinklers. This is my favorite thing about these rotary heads, is the filter and everything is built in. For 10 bucks, they better give you all one piece. This style is traditional. You have to put the right filter depending on what style of head you have, and then you have to put them together like that. And they're not one continuous unit. So I feel like, I don't know, it's a little bit of a setback, but it's not that big of a deal. It really works. These are tried and true, and they've worked for years, and some of my sprinkler system is still them, and some of them are this. So when it comes to installing these, it's really simple. You pull up the old one, unscrew it, and screw this one back in. But I want to show you, there's a little mark that's on this, and that is the farthest left position that this sprinkler will shoot. So if you need to adjust it, open it up towards this way, that makes sense, you have to twist the head. And then you can adjust this to open the pattern up to the right. So it has a hard left position, which is what we call it in the sprinkler world. Some sprinklers are hard left, some are hard right. You need to find out what yours is. This one is a left. Grab that sprinkler, pull it off, then grab that one, put it in, and screw it back on. Now you do need to make sure that you're grabbing the brand of sprinkler that matches. This sprinkler and the one I'm replacing it with has what we call a female connection. Some, and mostly box store brands, are male connections, but sometimes the sprinklers aren't. So if you've been buying all of your parts at a box store like Home Depot or Lowe's, you need to go buy the nozzles at Home Depot or Lowe's, because they should be the same in theory, right? But I buy my stuff at commercial sprinkler stores, which most places have. You just got to look up a plumbing store or Google a sprinkler store like that, and you're gonna find one, and they typically will only sell the female style heads. So you just gotta know what you're buying, make sure it works. Here's the part where this gets really a little more tricky. I can see that my mark, my hard left spot is over here, which is shooting into the driveway. I don't want that. So I need to turn it. But you only want to turn this shaft clockwise so that it continues to tighten this down. If you turn it counterclockwise, you can just loosen the nozzle, and that's a problem. So you need to turn the entire shaft. Oh, these ones are hard. Well, we're gonna have to figure that out. These little mini channel locks are my favorite sprinkler adjusting tool. They are so tiny, and to be honest, they're freaking cute, but they work perfect. I'm getting it to its farthest left position. Looks like right about there. So now we'll turn the sprinklers on and open it up from there. So our left-hand position right here looks great. It seems like we're missing, but it's not. The oscillating head will get everything we need to. But with our key, we're gonna slip it over the top and bring it back. Maybe go just a little bit more so that we're truly getting that 90-degree turn. So how does this water more efficiently? If you look at these streams right here, they're different heights each time. So it's putting the water down on the grass a lot heavier in each spot than these ones clear out here. The ones out there just are one pattern only, and they do work, but this is just a way more efficient system. One thing I really like about the rotary heads too is that their nozzle spray is adjustable. You can say how far it's gonna go. Now it gives you a certain parameter of what that particular sprinkler head is built for, and you buy them designated on the spot. But if you need to back it off just like a foot or add a foot to it, you can with this little end of the key as well. You can turn that nozzle up or down. Regular heads, they say you can. I'm yet to see it work. I usually break them and they're done for. So they're kind of a one and done thing, whereas these rotor ones have that adjustability, which is probably where part of the cost is built into them. You guys, that is my 2 cents about sprinkler heads. And if you are looking for a way to reduce your cost of use in your sprinkler head, I would switch to these. And if you're just looking for a way to just be a little more eco-friendly when it comes to water usage, I would definitely make the switch to these heads. And it really would conserve quite a bit. And you'll be surprised at how much better it works and how your lawn will still stay green even though you've reduced the amount of water you're putting down. I mix and match some of those sprinklers because they do put out a smaller amount of water, and I don't need them to run that long. So I actually use rotors on some of my flower beds because they're tied to my zones in my yard. And that's because it's an old system. If you have a new system, typically your flower beds are on their own. But because mine aren't, I have to really watch the time because my grass clearly needs way more time, but the flowers don't. So I kind of mix and match them. And you'll have to kind of just figure out for your sprinkler system what you want to do. But if you guys like today's video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. And until next time, we'll see you later. Here's the thing. The only trick is this time when it's drought ridden, one thing I want to mention too is I do intermittently use those. Look at that perfect rainbow. Because they don't need as, one thing that is really cool about, oh shoot. Okay.
Was the whole entire thing gone?
No, just parts it.